invoking the presence of the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasarsam Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Now we'll be chanting the Guru Parampara Vandanam, paying our immense gratitude to the Guru Parampara lineage, the Gurus that have trained our Swamiji and trained Swamiji to a point where he is able to impart all the sacred revelation and give this whole science to the humanity. So we'll be paying our humble obeisance and respects through chanting the Guru Parampara Vandanam. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambha Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. Yes. Now we'll be knowing a little about the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam. The supreme point of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam, is recognized as the 1008th living manifestation of Paramashiva himself, Paramavatara of Paramashiva as per Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Hinduism, and by his predecessors of enlightened masters and adepts. The SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam is reviving Hinduism as the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, the head for all spiritual leaders of Atal Akhada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism. Coronated as Mahamandaleshwar, supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhada, largest apex monastic order. And SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam is the youngest Mahamandaleshwar, ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tunde Mandalamadinam, ordained as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shyamala Pita Sarvagnya Pitam, and he is also ordained as the 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, and coronated as the 203rd Emperor of Suryavamsha Surangi Samrajya. The SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam is also the reigning Emperor of 20 ancient traditional Hindu kingdoms and the reviver of the most ancient, most peaceful, still living and long-lasting demonstrable system that shows the possibility of peaceful coexistence amongst people, the Kailasa nation. Following the coronation to establish Kailasa worldwide, at the age of 16 for past 27 years, the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the face of the unified Hindus, has been single-handedly, tirelessly inspiring the dispossessed Hindu diaspora to reclaim their Hindu-centric freedom and stand unified for the centuries-old Hindu genocide. The 1008th living manifestation of Bhagavan Paramashiva, the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam stands as a unifying force for the 2 billion born and practicing Hindu diaspora worldwide, and established the Hindu state Kailasa for the persecuted Hindus in over 100 countries. Now, the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam has made resolute efforts towards recognizing and legitimizing the Hindu genocide, which has been receiving scant consideration by global leaders and international bodies. Hence, the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam founded Kailasa Uniting Nations. Now, a little about the first ever Hindu nation, Kailasa. Hinduism is the most ancient, most peaceful, still living and long-lasting demonstrable system that shows the possibility of peaceful coexistence amongst people, despite fundamental differences in their preferences and reality. Over the last 50 years, the effects of meditation and its significant impact on stress, crime rates, violence, political decision making, and even war in local and global consciousness is well established. Unfortunately, last 200 years, forcibly, we are made to believe Hinduism is functional principle only for enlightenment and spirituality. It is absolutely dysfunctional for the political, social, economical system, making Hindu family structure, Hindu social structure dysfunctional. And that has been the greatest crime done against humanity. Hinduism was one practiced freely in over 56 nations across the continent, from Afghanistan, India, Nepal, Burma, Sri Lanka, all the way to Singapore, Malaysia, and Cambodia and Indonesia, and in 200 states, 1,700 samasthanas or provinces, and 10,000 sampradayas, traditions. Over several centuries, the combined forces of foreign invasion, political upheaval, colonialism, and religious persecution systematically ended millennia of Hindu Swarajya or self-rule. Today, Hindu temples remain in few countries, but the Hindu who worshipped in them have been ethnically cleansed. The Kailasa, with de facto spiritual embassies operating across over 100 countries and having presence across the globe as the largest spiritual knowledge source on Hinduism, is spiritually governed with a life-positive, all-inclusive, universal policy sourced from Hinduism, revived by the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam. Having enriched more than 1 billion individuals over the past 27 years, the Kailasa raises the voice to protect Hindus, defend Hindus, and preserve the Hindu narrative for the world. Now we'll be moving on to the session. Now that we know who is the SPH and we know about the Kailasa nation, the one and only Hindu nation in today's world, we'll be moving on to the introduction to Shuddhi Kriyas. Now, what is Shuddhi Kriyas, right? Why is it involved and why is it important to have in our life when we are doing yoga? Why is this a very, very important segment when it comes to practicing yoga, right? Now we'll be moving on to understanding what is exactly Shuddhi Kriya. Hatha Yoga and Ayurveda give great importance to the cleansing process, right? Regular cleansing enables one to obtain maximum benefits from the practice of yoga. So cleansing purifies the body so that it becomes ready for the higher practices of yoga. So what you heard as testimonials before this session, you heard that Raghupati Yogi, the yoga guru of the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam, trained disciples and trained people into levitation and everything. And the flower garland maker said that the Swamiji would climb 36 pillars and he would climb them upside down. So these all come under higher practices of yoga. So if you want to get to that kind of a level, you should understand and make sure your body is completely cleansed. And through this science that the Hinduism is giving you, through the science of Shuddhi Kriyas, enables one to cleanse all the toxins, neurotoxins from your body, and will push you to experience at higher practices of yoga, right? So emotions are connected to body fluids. When these body fluids called rheum are cleansed, imbalances like anger, doubt, fear, lust, and hatred will leave your system. Technique not only cleanse our body, but bring balance to our physiology and psychology, helping us explore our possibilities, manifest the Shaktis, etc. An upside down vessel is of no use for filling with the purest water. Any amount of water poured over it will make it spill out everywhere. Now take your body. Not preparing a yogic body makes the energy just leak out from a mind-body system. Even if poured, it will not stay for long in us. So the importance of Shuddhi Kriya is already told. You have to cleanse your body for the experience, for the benefits to stay in your body longer and permanently. Or you will be experiencing it for a very temporary, for a short while, and you will not be experiencing it all times. So cleaning your body, making sure all the toxins is out of your body, you can do through practicing these Shuddhi Kriyas. So one of the scriptural references says, by purifying inner faculties, the mind becomes happy and concentrated. The senses are conquered and a man is qualified to witness the self. That is the power of cleansing your body. The system of yoga places tremendous importance on purifying the body. Yogic literature clearly lays out techniques to keep the body purified. In the normal course of life, nerves, arteries, and all other channels of the body gradually hardens and becomes obstructed by sediments and impurities, which can cause aging as well as physical and mental ailments. In today's world, you see so many cases. People who are just 30 or above 30 look very old compared to their age. They get diseases in a very young age. You see kids less than 10 years old get major diseases and they're already bedridden. All of this is because of the built up impurities that is there in our body through our lifestyle that we're living, through the food that we're eating, and unconsciously living a lifestyle that is really destroying our being and ourselves. Right? So we have lost the practice of Hinduism and the real practice of what has to be done for our body, because this was all considered in the ancient times. People were very aware of how to take care of the body, what to do, how to live long. They knew the signs to die and take rebirth and come back in the same body. All of this were known, and as living a Hindu lifestyle can be revived. So Shuddhi Kriyas can help you come out of all these major things that you go through in your life, your diseases that you have, problems that you go through, your body problems. All of this can be just cured by following the science of Shuddhi Kriyas. Before practicing any kind of pranayamas, asanas, or mudras, your body has to be prepared for actually imbibing and experiencing the higher experiences. For this, you have to clean your body, and we have in Hatha Yoga, the first step in Hatha Yoga is purification of the physical body through basic techniques called Shat Karmas. Shat means 6, right? So we have through Neti, that is a nasal passage cleaning. We have Dauti, that is stomach cleansing. Nauli, that is abdominal massage. Basti, colon cleansing. Kapalabhati, breathing technique to purify and achieve the frontal lobes. And Trataka, blinkless gazing to purify the eyes. So these are the 6 Shat Karmas, or the 6 type of cleansing methods that are there in the Shuddhi Kriyas. So this is an Atma Pramana, an account of the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam. If you just detoxify yourself and bring yourself to Paramashivoham, I can put the energy, or I can just go on blasting your third eye with energy and do the detoxification. Both are possible. But if you do the detoxification and prepare yourself little and come there, it can be 100 times more useful. The program will be 100 times more useful for you, because if you have finished the first level, I will do the next level. If I have to do the first level also, okay, I will do. But the way the exponential growth which can happen in you, if you do little preparation and come, will be amazing. It'll be an amazing growth. So whoever wants to come for the program, please start detoxification process now itself. Even otherwise, you can do detoxification. Toxins don't do good in any way. And Swamiji beautifully says in the discourse that I can lift in levitation even if you're 500 kgs, but I cannot lift even 5 grams of toxins. A clean stomach and body built by yoga is enough. Just how Arunagiri Yogeshwara, his Parama Guru, took me to Kailasa by holding the hand. I can just lift you and take you to Kailasa. That is why I insist on Panchakriya and morning yoga. This Panchakriya will remove all toxins and remove the subtle toxins which gather together. So understand the importance of cleaning cleaning your body doesn't just limit yourself for health benefits or just health benefits. It is much more than that. You will be able to experience all the 14 vertical time zones that Swamiji is talking about. You will be able to have outer world experiences, and you will be able to understand your body better. You will know your body. You will know what your body is. And after you get that knowledge, you will just know how to heal yourself out of any diseases that can come or attack you. Right? Understand Shakti Pada is rekindling the energy component of you, and that component taking over your body and mind. Prepare your body through yoga and Panchakriya. Prepare your mind with Vedic software, that is integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. Always be in the space of responsibility and enriching. So the 5 things that we'll be talking about is Netra Shuddhi, Jalabasti, Jalaneti, and Haritaki, right? These are the 4 things that will be discussed in this session. So what is Netra Shuddhi, right? So there are tons of benefits regarding this Netra Shuddhi. Benefits that is so simple and quick kriya of eye cleansing. It gets rid of your body heat and burning sensation in the eyes, reduces itching, eye strain, tiredness, and fatigue and puffiness, energizing the eyes and improving the vision, relaxing effects on an anxious mind. So in this process, you can actually have a eye cup, right? It's like a small cup. You can fill water in it, and you can put it against your eye. Keep that against your eye for some time. Keep it for a minute, and after you blink your eye, you do some exercises by rolling your eyes clockwise and anti-clockwise, and after you take the water, you can literally feel the water which was cold will actually become warm. Understand that much heat is there in our body, and through that we actually drastically reduce our body heat by doing this Netra Shuddhi, right? And this reduces the pressure, and it also revitalizes your eye nerves. So this really energizes your eye nerves, because eye is an organ that is always active. Throughout the day, it's active. So it is bound to accumulate a lot of heat, and relieving it off from this pressure and heat really helps your eye, and it always maintains your vision also. So Netra Shuddhi is very important, and all of you, before starting your yoga, before starting your day, make sure you do this. The next is Jalaneti. Another powerful cleansing technique is called Jalaneti, which easily removes the mucus and pollutants from your nasal passage and sinuses, right? And allows air, prana to flow without obstruction. Many people notice how this helps relieve allergies, colds, and sinusitis, and even claims that it prevents and manages other diseases of the respiratory tract like asthma, pneumonia, bronchitis, and pulmonary tuberculosis. On top of this, Swamiji has said that this also is able to subtly cleanse the third eye, Agnya Chakra, as the purifying water passes through the region. So basically, you will have an instrument specifically designed for Jalaneti for you to practice this Kriya. So you will have like a small cup and you can fill it with water, and you'll have to insert the tip inside one of your nostrils and tip your head to a correct angle where the water can come through the other passage. So when this happens, the mucus gets cleaned, the cavity, the sinus cavity in your face, in your head, everything can get cleansed just through this Jalaniti, right? A person who has sinus, it's highly recommended that you start off Jalaniti right away, because this really cures your head sinus and cures all the headaches that a person goes through. Yes, so the translation to this Aptapramana goes, the process of Neti quickly cleanses the frontal sinuses, offers clear eyesight, and rids one of the host of diseases occurring in the region above shoulders. Then the translation to this Aptapramana goes, one adopts Utkatsana in navel deep water after inserting a tube in the, this is actually Jalabasti. This is the second Kriya, Shuddhi Kriya that you can do. So after inserting a tube in the anus, one manipulates the anus to raise the Apana Vayu upwards. This is Basti Karma. So normally people who want to do Jalabasti can actually have a enema can. It's called an enema can, and it will come with the tube connected to the can, and the tube end has a narrow opening that can be inserted, and when that happens, you are creating the water, you are letting the water enter your colon. So when that happens, your whole colon gets completely cleansed, and all the toxins that has not been flushed out properly can be completely flushed out, right? So if you see in the US especially, so many people are down with colon cancer, and that is because of built up toxins that they were not able to flush out. So doing this Jalabasti can help you relieve all those toxins from your colon, and you can have a very clean stomach, and this can also get rid of all your major stomach diseases and all the stomach issues like gas and all of that a person normally goes through in the day-to-day life can be completely relieved by just practicing this Jalabasti. You can go and order this enema can, and you can see how this works. It's very simple and it's very, very effective for a healthy body. So the SPH revealed a Vakyartha Sadhis, a direct Shastramana from Paramashiva himself on the benefits of Jalabasti, which took place between a Saptarishi and Devi in the presence of Paramashiva. They were discussing about physiology and health. One Rishi made a statement, if your stomach is heavy, do not believe it is a fat. And then he strongly stated, it is a poo, it is not fat. Then Devi asked, what is the percentage? And the Rishi responds, 3/4 is fat and 1/4 is the mala, the toxin. And then that is when Paramashiva introduced the powerful benefits of Jalabasti. So it is not, if your stomach is big, if you have a big stomach, it's not fat, it is just that it's built up toxins that have not been flushed out properly. So to get rid of that, you have to practice Jalabasti to know to get rid of all the toxins that is there in your stomach. Paramashiva himself said the food which is not digested in the last 48 hours is what we call mala. The food which is not digested for few years is called fat. He says Jalabasti melts both. Enema melts both. It cleanses both. To that detail, please understand everything you are going to do is to make you manifest the space of Paramashivatva. Today, the modern science even shows that enemas can support weight loss, remove toxins and heavy metals from your body, improve your skin, immunity, blood pressure, and even energy levels. The next is Haritaki. Haritaki is described as the Sarvaroga Nivarani, that which heals all diseases. It's the drink of the gods. These scriptures say that Haritaki came to life when a nectar drop fell from the cup of Indra, the king of heaven. Technically, Haritaki is a fruit of a myrobalan plum tree, and it's considered one of the most important herbs in all of Ayurveda, as well as the Siddha medicine tradition. The fruit itself is small, oblong, and less than an inch in size. When grounded up, the herb has antioxidant, antimicrobial, anti-diabetic, anti-arthritic, and even cardioprotective properties. Science has begun to catch up with what the SPH said long ago, that haritaki can even help purify blood, which makes the heart muscles stronger. And anytime the heart gets even slightly stronger, it helps in stopping the buildup of fat in the artery, which reduces blood pressure. On top of all this, Swamiji has said it's one of the wonder medicines for the brain, and its discovery is one of the biggest gifts to humanity. Also stating Haritaki as the most powerful spiritual cleanser. Not just body cleanser, because the oxygen level in the body increases 300% when you take Haritaki. He says it directly works on the non-mechanical parts of the brain, and when the non-mechanical parts of the brain gets awakened, then you're able to grasp all the spiritual truths and live. Nothing like Haritaki, that is really nectar from Devaloka, says the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam. So these are the important Shuddhi Kriyas that you have to practice if you want to experience the higher practices of yoga, like those testimonials that stated how the SPH was able to levitate, how Raghupati Yogi was able to make the SPH stand, and was able to make Swamiji levitate for good 4 minutes, half inch, 3-4 inches off the ground, and Swamiji was able to climb the pillars upside down, those intricate pillars in the Kartika Mandapam. All of this you can do when your body is completely detoxed. And if you want your body to be detoxed, indulge yourself in this Jalabasti, Chalaneti, Haritaki. And the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam recently also said that taking castor oil in the morning can do wonders to your stomach. It can literally cleanse out all the toxins and diseases straight away if you start having the habit of taking castor oil in the morning, every morning. So you can also incorporate taking neem juice right after yoga. That also purifies your blood. And make sure you take haritaki every day in the end of the day. After your last meal, after 20 minutes, make sure you take haritaki to see its effect right in the morning. So all of this, if you start living, you will see for yourself that this is the best way to live, and at the same time your body confidence, your self-confidence, everything will raise to the level of Bhagavan Paramashiva himself. You will start radiating the space, power, state, and super consciousness of Paramashiva just by doing all these detox methods from Hinduism. So with this, I would like to end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hi. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Nithyananda Paramashiva Paduka Pranamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Stay tuned for the next sessions on this International Yoga Day Festival. And thank you, Nithyanandam.